The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. At their own 22-yard line.
Down! 185!
Hey, tight.
Carr now on first down. And this one complete to Smith. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two.
Third down.
Down!
Check Michael out. Check
180! We're good! 180!
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Carr completes it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Monday, down!
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10.
Pick it up! 29!
Check Michael out.
Throwing now is Carr. His throw incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Express! 93!
Back to the ground, Cook. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
Down! 180!
Mike 3. Army.
Hey, 734!
3. Mike 3. Combo.
Here's Carr to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Sack.
Mike 9. Here we go. Watch number 5. Single.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. Open man is Trey Burton. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
So don't say nothing.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
It's a gain of 18. And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
No score after one on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Carr. The catch is made by Dylan Mitchell. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
That's good for the Vikings. First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 34. Give to Cook out of the gun. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
At the Bears 30-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check Michael Allen. Check Michael Allen. Bandit. Bandit.
Hey, exit.
Carr going to throw. And Diggs has it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
That's what I do. Joker, 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 Joker. White Monday.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 16-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. To throw his Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Brings up third and 6.
So it's third and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
694.
From the gun, it's Carr. Dancing to his left. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Now. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 180.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 50-yard line.
Go sack.
59. Mike's 59.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win, Cole.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep down. And this is caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Hey, no way.
Hey, check Michael out.
Smooth.
You got nothing.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Carr. He's got Smith here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Carr now on first down. It's caught. Mitchell. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Hey, check
734. Here we go.
Throwing on second and long. Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 14-7.
14.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Carr. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Express! Express! 3 bucks.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A final shot before the break. Darnold going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go!
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turned that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at at the 30-yard line.
What's that?
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing on second down. Darnold. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Galen Buchanan made the tackle. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Here we go, set.
Lights 59. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
Darnold on third down. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases. Whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Carr. It's complete to Diggs. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
6-18.
Hey, check Mike.
Go.
Time to go. Night. Hey, check Mike. 11.
Get down. Let's do it.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And he's able to find Diggs. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Down. 185.
Blue Dan.
29. 29.
Combo.
On first down, Carr. Open here, Adam Thielen. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43.
Go Chief. Bang.
Hey, Greystone, travel.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Don't get nervous.
93.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Complete. Smith has it. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Carr come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Carr. And that's complete to Adams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They come up in an offset eye. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On 2nd and goal, Carr flush to his right. He'll run it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Working from the gun, it's Carr to the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offense coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
All day, every day, any day. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Protein spill.
They try again with Cohen. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 48 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Again, it's Cohen. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. The shotgun snap for Darnold. The quick slant caught. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll run forward Tariq Cohen, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Carr completes it. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Carr again. And this is Cook with a grab. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays. Carr
now on 1st down. On Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Throwing on second and long. Carr. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen, and some room to maneuver. A gain there of 21 yards. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll keep it on the ground. Cohen. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish. Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Chicago, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.